So while I love the pink, red, and white Valentine decor, I also wanted to do some pink and gold glam. So this video is going to give you some of those DIYs.
For this first project, I'm going to use this trick or treat sign from Dollar Tree, and you can use any square sign that you can find because I am going to cut this into a 12 by 12 square, but this is just the sign I had on hand. So I'm just going to measure it here and then I will cut it. And these signs you can easily cut. I can tell you I am not very strong and I can cut through them with a few passes with razor blade. And so the reason I wanted to make this 12 inches is because I wanted the scrapbook paper to fit perfectly and I didn't want to have to piece it together. Actually, I think this sign isn't square, but it is 12 inches long. And so I was going to just tear this off hoping that that front side was going to look good, but it didn't. Or that the sticker would come off, which also wouldn't. So here is just some cardstock that I picked up from Dollar Tree. It has like a pearly metallic look to it. And so I'm going to use that on this project. Now this is a stencil, which it's actually more like a silk screen. And this one is from Chalk Couture. And what's neat about it is it actually has like a screen behind it so that your letters can all be connected. So I'm going to go ahead and use the chalk paste that the company also has in gold, and I'm just going to put this right down on my scrapbook paper. Now you can buy paper that says these things. You could cut this out on a Cricut. You could just use a gold pen, which Dollar Tree carries, and it's really, really good, and you can write this out yourself. This is just something I had on hand, and I thought it would be really cute for my Glam Valentine. You see there, I just peel it right off. And then I'll add the second word. And the reason I'm doing this before I put the paper down on the sign is in case I mess up, then I won't have already glued it down. So that really helps out. And after I get this little hello on here, I will also put the little heart stencil on to my little chalk circle there. I apologize for my big old blonde hair in the picture. I don't know what's been going on lately that all of a sudden my head's in the pictures. I never had that problem before, but I guess it must have really been concentrating. And now I'm going to put this piece of paper down onto the sign. Now I wanted to try out the adhesive spray that Dollar Tree carries, and so I am going to tell you that I did try it. I did not care for it. This is what it looks like. I just kind of spread it around, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, I'm not sure, but it did stick, but it made a bubbly mess. The corners didn't stick very well, but when I dried it with my little heat tool, all the wrinkles came out and it ended up looking good, but it just didn't stick that great. I don't recommend it. I would just go with Mod Podge or just even a glue stick, something else. I wasn't too thrilled with it. So there's my review on the spray adhesive. Maybe it would be better for something else. And then we use this crocodile tool. What's really neat about this is it's like a hole punch, but it goes through wood and plastic and metal like butter. Again, I'm not very strong, and it just goes right through. I'm not sure how it's so amazing, but I've had this in my stash for many, many years, and I recommend it, and I will link it below. And so now I am just going to decorate the sign a little bit with some embellishments. I have this gold, gosh, what do you call this? Like the gold berries? I'm not sure. And some gold ribbon. Both are from Dollar Tree. And the gold trim there is from Christmas time. And I always try to pick up a few of them because I can use them year round. And so I will use it on this project. I'm just going to tie a little knot here, and then I will add the little vine as well. I like to finish the backs of my signs, and I had forgotten to do it before I wrapped everything around it. I still can go back and wrap the back of it, but I usually do that at the end and realize that I should have done it at the beginning. Anyhow, I'm just looping this little circle tag with another little piece of small ribbon and tying that around, and then just a simple bow. And I just kind of didn't want to go too over the top, just enough to glam it up. And I just think this sign is so cute. Definitely can be used year round. I think maybe I should give this to my hairdresser because it just makes sense, right? This is a super simple project. I grabbed this gold frame knowing I was going to use it for these Valentine projects, and I just went through my scrapbook paper and I found this paper with these sayings, and I was like, oh, these are so perfect. It was like a wedding pack of paper pad, and I really wanted this Truly Madly Deeply to work, and I could have made it work. I mean, it was only going to cut it off a little bit, but that was bugging me. So I end up going with this one down in the corner. It's gold, obviously. And then I just use this little pattern paper here. It says I love you over and over. And I'm just going to put it in the frame, embellish it a little bit, and then it makes the easiest little Valentine decor. So I have a question for you. Do you clean up as you go? I'm constantly cleaning up as I go. I don't like a big mess. And then after each project, I put everything away. And that does help me with, keeping things a little more organized. Now, don't get me wrong, my craft room looks messy all the time, but that's mostly because I keep buying stuff. And so, but yeah, I just like to keep my workspace, at least my workspace, clean. The rest of the craft room, maybe not so much, but I definitely clean as I go. Do you do that as well? Let me know down in the comments what your crafting cleaning strategy is. This is a super simple little makeover to this love piece that I picked up from Dollar Tree. It really doesn't need anything. I really like it on its own. But I did want to spruce it up for Valentine's, and so I'm just going to take one of these wooden hearts and some of these little pink, they're kind of foamy roses. I don't know where I got them from. They were in my stash. But I'm just going to take them, wrap them around the O, add the heart, and that's it. You just have a quick and easy little upgrade to this cute sign. And since I didn't have any pink smaller hearts left, I'm just going to paint this heart, and I'm using these paint markers from Target. I'm in love with them, so if you can find them, definitely pick them up. They are worth the money. This gold basket from Dollar Tree is gorgeous. I've purchased some of their other shapes as well. And then you're going to need some of the foam also from Dollar Tree. And you'll see the two picks there, the gold branch and the pink flowers. I got those from Michael's in their Christmas clearance, so I want to say they were 80% off when I picked them up, and I knew I was going to use them for Valentine's. You always want to look and see what you might be able to use for a different holiday or maybe everyday decor. And then I have this fluffy pink scarf, and I was actually about to donate it, and then I was like, I better hold on to it, you never know if I want to make something. And then I just thought it would make a really pretty filler for this bouquet that I'm making here. To me, all this just says romantic and Valentine's and girly, and so I think I've had this scarf for 15 years at least, and so it's gotten its use. So I'm just going to cover up the foam with this little scarf here, and then I'll cut off these pieces and arrange them. As you may notice, I was struggling a little bit with weight distribution. Those branches are heavier than the front. So I'm just going to grab a few of these rocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to put them in the front under the scarf just to keep that weight distributed. I want to make a little plaque for the front, and this was again in my stash. It was something I ripped off something else, so I will end up just covering it with this cardstock from Dollar Tree. It has that metallic pearl, just like the one in the first project did. And then I'll use these gold stickers, also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spell out Love Grows Here. I would love it if you joined me over on Instagram, where my name is $__mom, and there I share all of my DIYs as well as fun finds, all of my hauls, and other fun things, so I hope that I will see you over there. And now I'll just attach it with this skinny little ribbon to the front of the basket, and this is complete. I just think it is so romantic looking. You can't even call this one a DIY. It's really more of a styling. I picked up one of these mirrors from Dollar Tree along with one of these tea light votive candles. You just turn it on the bottom. And then I'm just using, again, some more of this berry wreath. They do have some in pink, and I would have loved to stick with the pink since everything else I did was pink and gold. But I did want to show you how simple and easy it was just to do a little styling. I would love it if you stuck around and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you will be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, happy crafting!